All right, guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I got a review for you. I got the Vice Drive two-piece ball, but it has a high compression, a compression of 96. So I never seen this before because normally a two-piece ball has a low compression, like the Instructions, the TaylorMade. So this is the first one that I ever seen that is a two-piece ball with high compression. So let's look at the box. So basically this is a two-piece construction golf ball with 96 compression, which is the same as a ProV1X. The only difference between this and the ProV1X is that the ProV1X is a 4-layer bowl and this is a 2-layer bowl. So let's open up the box and see how they feel. And they are, I would say, just what is expected, just a little hard, not too hard, but it feels pretty glossy. I think this will be a great option for players like me who have about 100-mile-an-hour swing speed with my driver. It will be very interesting to see if these balls go farther than ProV1 or ProV1X. So we use the Mevo Plus to test them out and see if they actually go farther than the ProV1 or ProV1X. But first, what I want to do is I want to test it on the green and see if there's a difference, because obviously even if it goes farther than the ProV1X or the ProV1s, I want to be sure that I'm satisfied with how it rolls in the green. All right, so I passed the test. The sound was great, I would say. Felt really good. Considering that it's a two-piece construction ball, I think this will go on the top with some of the best two-piece ball constructions. Definitely feels glossy. Feels. I started hearing like a little sound when you hit it in the sweet spot. There's like a little click to it. All right, so let's test them around the green. I have a 54. It's a little bit downhill, but this is quite important because a lot of times when you get this two-piece balls, if you're around the green, you don't want to pass the hole every time. So let's test them out. So that was downhill and it didn't go past the hole, so that's a good thing. Okay, so I think what happens with these balls, you're gonna get a little more roll than the other ones. So in this situation, actually it's pretty good because this is uphill. So it kind of bounced and it went up a little more, except for the last one, had a little more spin on that one. But generally with these balls, you're gonna see a lot more roll. So now we're gonna try this hole right here, and this is pretty flat. So I can be a little aggressive. I'm gonna see if I actually pass the hole. I'm expecting it to pass the hole, or if it has a lot of check where it can stay within the hole. Okay, so as you can see there, a two-piece ball is always going to roll a little more. So probably the ProV1s are going to stop around here. That's up to you if you want to just play it a little back here so it can roll a little more. But make sure you remember that if you're playing this kind of balls, even if they give you more distance, remember that around the greens, they're going to have a little more roll. That could be either good or bad for you. So overall, putting was great. I like the clicking sound that you get when you get it on the sweet spot. Chipping was okay, I guess. It felt pretty good to the touch. It just rolled a little more than obviously your 3 or 4 construction balls. So you just have to know that. You have to adapt to it. If you put a lot of spin on the ball and you always get it short of the hole, then this are going to be really good for you. If you like to play the green a lot, you might see the difference. I mean, if you like to roll it a lot, then you're definitely going to see the ball rolling just a little more. So it also depends on what kind of greens you play with. If you play with fast greens, these are going to be more noticeable. If you play with slow greens, these are actually going to be great. All right, so now I'm in my backyard. I'm going to try out the Vice drive ball, and I'm going to compare it to a ProV1X. I'm going to take some shots first with the ProV1X to set a benchmark, and then I'm going to try the Vice. All right, so I hit some shots with the ProV1X, and I have to be honest, I use this ball every day, and the numbers are what I expected. So carry distance 234.8, ball speed 146.1, swing speed 98.3, and the spin numbers, I'll give it to you right here, 2700.
Carry is 236.6 yards. Carry is 232.0 yards. Red. Carry is 235.7 yards. Ready. Carry is 238.0 yards.
Okay, so this is very strange. I never seen anything like it. With the bias ball, my ball speed dropped from 146 to 144, but my swing speed increased to 101. I mean, if I look through it, there is even 101.3, close to 103, 102.7. Carry distance drop to 231.6. And the feeling, I gotta be honest, the feeling, it felt lighter. It felt like I could just, it almost felt like the ball wasn't there for some reason. So I think these balls are a little lighter. You have to understand that this is a 2-core ball. The other one is a 4-core ball. So you're gonna feel a difference when you strike it, especially when you're going above 100 mile an hour. So out of curiosity, I went back and I hit the Pro V1, and the numbers were back to normal. The swing speed dropped to 98, and the ball speed went up. So this is something that I never seen before. Not sure why. What's the reason for that? Apparently, maybe with my swing speed, it being around 100, 101, or 2 mile an hour, maybe for that swing speed, the two-piece ball might not be the greatest. So my verdict on the bias drive balls, I would say, I mean, for me, I've been working a lot on my drives and haven't dropped, distance by 4 yards. It's a little bit, I'm working a lot, and then to see it just drop for no reason, that kind of hurts. So I would probably stick to a 3-piece or a 4-piece golf ball. Around the greens is fine. I didn't mind that. Chip shots were fine too. Putting was pretty good. I wouldn't have any complaints on that. I was just surprised about the drives. I thought for some reason that this bias ball 2-piece construction 96 compression, I thought that they would be a little longer than the ProV1X, and they were not. I lost about 4 to 5 yards. So I would say as you gain more swing speed, you probably want to play with a 3-piece or 4-piece golf ball. These bias balls, 2-piece golf balls, might not be ideal if you're swinging 105 mile an hour with your driver, I would say. I will be curious to know, especially those who swing at that speed, 105, maybe 110. Do you ever like play with a 2-piece golf ball? Because I have been playing with 2-piece golf balls for the longest time. I always review them, and I never had any issues with it. This is the first time, the first review, where I see that there is a significant drop. I would say 4 yards with your driver. For me, as I put a lot of effort in gaining distance, and to see a drop, it kind of hurts. So I would say it will be significant for me. So this is the first time that I see a 2-piece construction golf ball lose distance in the drives. A lot of times when I test these balls, I actually seen a gain in distance. So this is the first time, and I would say that that's more likely to do with the swing speed, because I gained about 7 mile an hour swing speed in the past couple of months, and so now I feel like probably going forward I need to look for a 3-piece or a 4-piece construction golf ball. Otherwise, the more I gain, I feel like the more I'm going to drop in distance if I keep playing with a 2-piece construction golf ball. Let me know in the comments if you think that's how it is. That's just my opinion, obviously, but I feel like that may be true. I mean, it does make sense. A 4-piece construction golf ball is going to be a little more solid. I think if you put a lot more speed on it, it's going to take off a little more, and you're going to get more ball speed with it, and consequently going to get more distance. And a 2-piece golf ball, I guess, since it's a little lighter, maybe your swing speed is going to increase, but that doesn't mean necessarily that your ball speed is going to increase. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.